Oh, look at that.
All right.
Yeah.
It's all coming up, Millhouse gang.
Thank God.
Sorry, I didn't come prepared this week with a Walton Goggins goggles glasses level.
The more I think about him, honestly, the more I love it.
To talk about.
And the more I love Walton Goggins.
Luckily, for my own lack of sanity, I had completely purged the memory of that.
And you'd be correct. You'd be correct for that.
From my very soul.
Yeah. No, that is correct.
You haven't watched it yet, Matthew, but the new Game Changers, there's a piece where Vic tries to talk about Walton Goggins and calls him Walter Groggins, which I
Walter
love
Groggins
and relate to. Absolutely,
Walter
yes.
Groggins.
They're both excellent Hobbit names.
They are. Listen, I think Walton Goggins could have a better business model of just kind of just doing some sort of Hobbit themed merch. Where it's like shoes that look like feet.
Walton Goggins. He lives at 23 Bagshot.
Yeah,
Lane.
exactly. Right next to Bag End.
Yeah, down the Shire.
Exactly. In Hobbiton. Walton Goggins Esquire.
Now all I can think of is down the Shire, like what people from
they go
Staten
down the
Island
shore.
say about going.
Yeah, going down the shore.
Yeah, they go down the shore.
I mean, that's what people in Philadelphia say as well.
Yeah, so like if you're a human living out in Bree.
Oh God!
Farmers.
I love the
Just
idea.
going down the
So what
shore.
you do in this agricultural community, your vacation spot is you go down the
Get
Shire.
nice and chocolate brown for the summer.
Get nice and chocolate brown for the summer. God gave us the sun, why aren't you dark? It's me, Ross.
Yeah, when you're not getting smashed to death by the town gate falling on your face.
I mean, yes.
You know, you're going down the Shire.
Also, shout out to Liv Hershey for introducing both me and my mother to Roz, the Jersey Queen.
Yeah, she's a menace. And
She's
I'm
a menace
obsessed.
to society and an icon at the same time.
And probably from Staten Island, is this correct?
Well, no, I think she's from the Jersey Shore. I think she lives, she resides at the Jersey Shore. She probably lives in some sort of pastel pink tower that she has fitted with like a bunch of mirrors kind of angled into the center so she can get the maximum amount of rays.
Who is this character now? I gotta
her name is Roz, the Jersey Queen. She forever is adorned in all pink and like rhinestones and shit like that. And she talks like this. Hello.
Yeah, she talks like she's from Staten Island.
Yeah. And so she just gives little updates and she drinks her like double vodka sodas or whatever the fuck.
Matthew, I'm
And
so sorry. It's Rox.
It's what?
ROX, Rox, the Jersey Queen. J-E.
Rocks, not Roz.
J-E-R capital Z.
Yeah.
It's rocks. Well, shit.
Yeah.
But still, this phenomenon, Liv and I started a bit where she would be the perfect like witch, but like down on her luck, so she has to go door to door trying to sell potions. So it was like, hello, I'll make you fall in love. Hello, I'll turn your ex-boyfriend into a frog. I got potions.
She's on Cameo, so if you're not careful, she could be on the
I got
podcast.
potions. I got tinctures. Poultices.
You want to sell your teeth?
Yeah, I'll just need your teeth. My prices range from $5 to your vocal cords, but I'm no Ursula. It's just like one of those, you know?
Just a real quick glance at like the Google Images results for Roz the Jersey Queen. She definitely has a Blue Lives Matter flag on the back of her car.
For sure.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Oh my
look,
God,
Roz the Jersey-
a
wow, she
cameo.
just pops right up.
So into this cameo idea.
Oh my God, her skin. I don't think I've seen a picture of her yet. Because
She
I've
looks
been
like
too
somebody
scared.
who's been getting nice and chocolate brown for the summer.
She's been getting nice and chocolate brown for the summer.
She's a little leathery.
She looks like, yeah. You could shoot her with an arrow and it would bounce off. She
Is that a thing for things that are leathery?
like leather armor. I don't know. She looks slice resistant.
Oh, I did not to stop. We have to stop with Roz. Sorry, it's I understanding that it is Roz with a Z and not X. Her Instagram got taken over, so she had to make a different Instagram account.
Oh shit.
But
she, God, sorry, keep going.
No, an icon, truly.
Yeah, she. Obviously, she didn't have two-factor.
Absolutely not.
Two-factor is for liberal cucks.
Also, just to loop back around to the concept of going down the Shire for vacation, I just think that would be a frat boys heaven. Yo, me and the dudes are going down the Shire. We're going down for some pipe weed, bro. It's gonna be sick as hell.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I go to
spring break with the Proudfoots.
Proud
feet. Excuse
me. I would freaking rage. Are you kidding me,
dude? The hobbits are made to party.
Catch
right?
me slamming mead in the brandy wine post haste. Okay.
Oh my god, a little lazy brandy wine ride.
And take me there
fucking
right
pump
now.
Up some hog skins.
Unrestrained
with some air,
summer
make some
fun.
Floaties. Let's fucking go. Hey, I know that here's the thing. I know that we have all these Universal Studios and Disney World. Well, I just need like a Shire-ish thing like they did for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But for the Shire. I need
they tried that with that
sun.
Evermore theme park, kind of.
Oh,
what was the Evermore theme park? What?
Speaking of Harry Potter, did you see?
Oh, absolutely! Fuck.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling. Absolutely fuck her. Jesus.
The UK Supreme Court declared it legal to throw Molotov cocktails at wherever they're filming Harry Potter's new TV show. So have at it, guys.
Oh, awesome!
And it is 100% legal in the UK to firebomb the Harry Potter studios.
Amazing. Yes, let's do it.
And everybody send John Lithgow a little bit of hate mail.
Yeah.
I still...
Wait, who's John Lithgow? Shit.
I know that these guys all have to have, PR firms and stuff, but I do still feel like in America, you have to be pretty online to know just what a fucking monster J.K. Rowling is. I don't think it's common knowledge to everybody because not everybody is tuned in to fucking Twitter.
Maybe he didn't understand
it.
No, there's not a world in which all of those actors didn't have to sign saying they wouldn't talk shit about J.K. Rowling because nothing chaps her ass more. And than knowing that those kids hate her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the whole reason this show is going to exist, right? To try and wipe the slate clean from all of the other kids that hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems bad.
Seems bad.
Also, if you find the super yacht that J.K. Rowling owns, you can also firebomb that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
or at least show
5-pound bag
to
of
some
sugar and
orcas.
dump it in the gas tank.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, fuck yeah.
I have a really important update for both of you.
Oh, please.
Which is that
we're recording a podcast.
Two guys named Tony that go to the gym that I go to.
Oh my god, is one bigger than the other?
Tall tone.
Do you have a big tone, a little tone?
Yeah.
Tiny tone.
Yes.
Tall tone.
And I was in there the other day. And one of the trainers just went, "Let's go, big tone."
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And the way
you have to restrain yourself from laughing.
This is better than the time someone recognized my hoodie at Wawa.
Dude.
I was like, I can't move until I get my brain under control, because otherwise I'm gonna do this bit that nobody understands.
Oh, big tone. Did you under your breath as you were doing your sets go, big tone?
Big tone.
Tall Tony.
Big tone. Because sometimes that's all the fucking identifier you need.
It's all that you need in this world.
Well, you know what? Sometimes there's little explosions of light in the darkness. You know what I mean?
And sometimes it's just a large man named Tony being at the gym with you.
Exactly. Sometimes the light in the middle of the tunnel is a very big man named Tony. Not a very big man. I don't know this man. But a big guy named Tony.
I really feel like at some point you're going to have to confront both of them with a protein shake for each of them. And be like, guys, listen. Let me explain
let me just...
to you both how cool it is for me to have you at this gym.
I just love it.
I just want to thank you for your service.
I thought you were like, hey, this is a peace offering for the bit I'm about to infect you with.
This is an apology in advance. I understand that the true apology would be me not doing the thing I'm about to do, but I am going to do it. So.
Oh, yeah, no, but they need to know.
But I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to stop myself from...
I'm never going to hold myself do back. A bit. Okay? One thing about me.
Got to do it for the bit. It's just how it goes. World. Yeah. Oh, man. Wow, real life big tone.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
In the flesh.
I heard it, and I was like, I'm ascending to a new realm. I can't believe it's happening. It's happening.
It's happening now.
It's happening now.
Wow. It's just so good.
Oh, my gosh. Matthew.
What?
Who are you?
Oh, my God. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt.
I'm Matt's mom.
And I'm Matt's friend.
And this is a Riverdale Runs Through It. It's a podcast with Pep.
It's a podcast that can't stop progress.
Oh, okay. Podcast that can't stop progress.
We can't say that. We can't say that every time.
We can't.
I don't think they're going to change the sign back. So
that's way too much, and also
America is all about stopping progress.
Yeah, it's also not really. It doesn't really describe anything that's going on, so we're gonna keep the Pep thing.
Yeah,
I think.
I like Pep.
It's a podcast where my mom and my friend Jim watch an episode at a time of the seminal classic Riverdale, and then tell me about it, and then we all watch as I descend slowly into madness due to mad cow disease from this fucking show.
Crutchfield-Jacobs syndrome.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
What did you say? Crutchfield-Jacobs? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? Who's that?
It's mad cow disease.
Oh, okay. Well, fair. But yeah. I think by the end of this, I'm going to be the modern Phineas Gage. I think my whole frontal lobe's got to go, you know?
Please. Is there a way that I could go work on the railroad?
Just for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Just to try and
I would say that you should work in a mine, but you're too old for that.
I'm kind of too old. Well, by both the labor law standards and by Riverdale standards, I'm way too old to work in a mine.
Yeah.
No, they're looking for, like, high school students.
Yeah.
To die in mines.
Exactly. High school students are expendable. There's new ones every year.
And what happened?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So, what happened last week was ARRTI was the toughest man until Palladium entered the ring. Was there going to be a whole thing to get Percival Pickens on his merry way, but instead he tried to, like, mind control ARRTI to, like, cut himself, but it didn't work because he's unbreakable. And then he was, he had K.O. Kelly made another appearance, and he was supposed to fight.
Man, so
he was supposed to fight ARRTI. I'm so excited about Riverdale. He was supposed to fight ARRTI, and then ARRTI was supposed to win, and then ARRTI, like, had a moral quandary and was gonna, like, no, it's not a fair fight. But then he had to fight Percival Pickens, who had palladium in his boxing gloves. I didn't think of another P word that related to boxing. So, Percival Pickens punched. I can't do it. So anyway, Percival Pickens is still in the town, and he's got
palladium in his pugilism pouch.
Oh, pugilism pouch. That's fucking sick. Percival Pickens, the pugilist. God damn it.
Gross.
Fuck. Ugh. Why don't I have a better vocabulary? Anyway, so now there's a
America. That's why.
Well, yeah, probably. So there's now a General Pickens statue who's like a murderer, instead of an Archie statue for the people of the town to have an emotional anchor, so they won't be they'll be less susceptible to mind control. This is all done by Jughead's research into mind control, which he just found. Also, Cheryl's a fire starter, and
a wicked fire starter.
Wicked fire starter. And Betty had to call the X-Files to be like, how do we control these fire powers that come up?
Oh, man, I totally forgot that the X-Files were in last week's episode.
They're brought about by either stress or puberty. So I don't know why everybody doesn't have fire starter powers or some sort of powers, but it's fine. It's whatever.
I had a lot of stress around puberty.
Yeah. Like, puberty's a pretty stressful time, but it's fine. It's whatever. And lastly, the casino is taking all of Pop's business. And so Big Tone and Tabitha make it so that there's a little mini casino in there, and also Pops can serve booze. And Pops doesn't like that because people keep pissing on Pops. The chocolate shop, not actual Pops.
Yeah, that would be
Listen,
a hate
people
crime.
are into what they're into.
People are into what they're into. It's fine. And we're not yucking yums. And so I don't remember how the other... I mean, Cheryl goes through a very stressful time. She gets put in an ice bath that immediately boils, which is crazy. And then figures out how to do it and is a master of fire powers now. And then I don't remember what happens with the whole Veronica Tony thing. Oh, I do remember there was a fight over the only other billboard outside of town, and it was for the casino, and it should have been for Pops. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was all I remember.
Yeah, Percival hates Tabitha. Tabitha is good and made the ladies work together.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
So
one of Percival Pickens's plots that failed.
Percival knew to get the palladium because he was mind controlling Alice and Betty.
No, he mind controlled Alice and Betty and stole the palladium.
Yeah, and that's how he learned he would need the palladium also.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And then made them forget that they told him.
I guess. They didn't show that, but we just have to assume yes.
We have to assume a lot of things. We have to assume a lot of things.
Yeah.
When this show is fucking concerned.
To make it work.
You know? Yeah. But, that's all that, that's all that happened last week.
Oh, gosh, Scoob.
Oh, man. Like Scoob. Like Zoinks, man.
Matthew, I have bad news for you.
Oh, shit. Mom, I don't know that anything could be a surprise. I don't think I can be surprised by bad news anymore.
Well, this is season 6, episode 11, which means we're halfway through.
Oh, shit!
Oh, that is bad news.
Oh,
I'm sorry, man.
Bad news.
Oh, no.
That's not good. Where did I fuck up? Oh, Jesus.
It's just the whole premise. I mean, this thing was your idea.
Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. I somewhere in my naming of the episodes, I thought we had one left, but I doubled up on an episode number. Fuck. All right. Oh, this is not good. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I gotta make some calls.
You gotta think about this. You gotta watch 11 episodes.
I have to watch 11 fucking episodes. Oh! It's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I will secretly admit that recently in this season, I have begun to disenjoy episodes so much that I've been watching them at 1.5 speed.
Yeah.
No way. Wow. Holy shit.
I gotta get through it. I just can't. I can't imagine enduring one of these episodes for 44 minutes.
I endure for upwards of an hour because I have to pause it to take notes.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean...
So I guess... Oh, I gotta start watching immediately after we stop recording. This sucks.
I think, you know what? God. We've been doing this, but honestly, we make up the rules. Maybe you don't have to. We just keep going.
No, I do like because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I kind of do like a little break from just it's like repetitive.
Yeah.
It's like nice to break it up. So and this is a little bit of less. These are less episodes too because we did a recap at 1 through 5. So it's not as much as it usually is. So I have to do like 5 episodes.
We could keep going. We could do another couple episodes.
Well, how many are left? Like it's like 23, 24?
There's 22 episodes in this season.
22.
Oh, so if we stopped at 5 and did a recap, then we should stop.
Should we just go through the whole thing?
Like episode 14, we should do a recap.
I mean, we could
14?
just finish this, and then you could watch the rest of the.
Oh God, the whole thing!
I don't.
You want me to do the whole thing at once?
I don't think that watching.
Oh fuck!
17 episodes of the show at once is a good idea.
That's a lot for my brain.
Can I tell you something? You could start watching them slowly and taking notes.
Oh God, that would be smart though, and we don't do smart things on this show. Here's the thing, just because it'll be the most chaotic outcome, I think I'll watch the entire season. I think we'll just do a recap at the end.
Okay.
I think that's the funniest thing. I think that's the funniest way to do this.
You're just gonna mainline 16 episodes of this show. 17.
I think I am gonna do what Mom said and like slowly watch as we keep going.
Okay.
Because then it'll be funnier because I won't really remember what my notes were about.
that is always great. Love it when you're like, I wrote down this, and then 3 minutes later I spliced together what you meant.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be the plan. Sorry about the inside baseball, everybody, but we're doing this by the seat of our pants.
It's how the sausage gets made.
All we have on this show is our pants seats.
God.
Hold on to your butts.
We don't have plans or
we don't make plans.
Outlines. We just kind of fucking go.
Let's fucking
just like
go.
the writers of Riverdale.
I think
let's
it's
fucking go.
Hella obvious there's no scripts involved.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure not. If anybody had any conspiracies about this show being scripted,
oh no.
I mean, how'd you make it this long?
Yeah.
With that, I mean, God, I feel like we knocked down that theory like
the amount
once
of
an
time
episode.
that I say the wrong character's name.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Mom. Read your lines. I mean,
So this season 6, episode 11.
But that just means that we're exactly that clever that we can make ourselves laugh this hard.
That's the point.
On a bi-weekly
off the
basis.
Fucking dome.
That's how you win podcast.
Big dome.
Amazing.
Nobody would ever write down something that dumb in a script.
Yeah, that would never make it out of the rough draft. Come on.
Except for the Riverdale writers. Oh! All right, we should talk about this.
Yeah. So, last week was called Folk Heroes because it was about folk heroes and that it only referenced that. This week is called Angels in America, and honestly, so pissed.
Oh, Jesus.
So pissed.
Fuck.
Taking this absolutely phenomenal play that's honestly actually 2 plays.
Oh, shit.
It's been
all right.
a phenomenal miniseries.
I was more upset, not that they stole the name of a thing that's very good, but I was more upset that nobody died of cancer.
Or AIDS. Important to say that the play Angels in America is about the AIDS crisis. It's about one of our personal favorite topics, how Ronald Reagan's very bad.
Yeah.
And it deals with homosexuality and Mormons.
Isn't it cancer in the TV show?
No, it's that sarcoma you get when you have AIDS that's untreated.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Fuck Ronald Reagan. That guy sucks.
Truly.
I mean, if we don't say it enough.
Go piss on his
Ronald
grave.
Reagan. Go piss on Ronald Reagan's grave. Do it now. Stop the podcast and do it now. Then come back and keep listening. All right.
Just for no.
I wonder just how frequently someone walks into the Reagan Presidential Library and just takes a shit on the floor. It's got to happen a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, enough that they just don't even record it anymore.
No.
They just have like a full-time lobby janitor whose job is to just...
a special bucket and shovel.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, it's got to be daily.
I would hope.
I mean, if it's not, we got some work to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you remember in Riverdale?
No.
How Pops was consecrated and there was an angel Raphael?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Pops are supposed to be the battlefield for good and evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, just keep...
God, I hate it. God damn it. I mean, fuck.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. It's fine.
Back then, I did say that at some point Raphael was going to have to play some sort of board game against the devil.
Did you call it? Like Babe Ruth? Pointing?
Right? Like he was going to have to play checkers against the devil for the soul of the town.
Yep.
And it hasn't happened yet.
All right.
But I'm still hopeful.
We got some... Okay, there's some hope left.
Also, we've been saying that Percival is the devil.
Yeah.
And at one point discussed, like, do we know this? We were like, I mean, no, but he is.
I mean...
And so we're... Yes.
It's spelled out in big, bold letters now.
Yeah.
He takes off his shirt and he's got the word devil tattooed across his pecs.
Yeah.
You know?
In big Gothic letters.
Big Gothic letters. Oh, yeah, super flowy.
It's like D1, V3, whatever. Or D3, V1L.
Yes. Oh, that's really good.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get deviled eggs as a knuckle tattoo.
Oh, it's so close.
I know.
I think you can get. Wait, I think you can get devil egg. Devil. Yeah.
No,
you can
devil
egg.
is 5 letters, so you got to take
D-E-V-I-L.
Yeah, it would be Devi leg.
Wait, am I spelling devil wrong?
You're saying D-E as one, and then
D. No. Oh wait. Okay, maybe I am.
Yeah, so
D-E-V-I-L. Wait, that's 5, and then E.
The L is on the other hand though,
Yeah,
so
the
it
L
says
is on the other
Devi
hand.
leg.
It says,
you're saying
it says Devi leg.
Okay, the classic knuckle tattoo does not involve a thumb.
No, I'm saying like your right 4 phalanges have Devi, and then your left 4 have leg. So it's devil leg.
Like Ethel McGugs.
Like Ethel
Like
McGugs.
McGugs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The third G was taken out when they immigrated over to whatever the fuck. But you can get, when you put your hands together, you can get devil egg. That's it. That's what you can get.
Sure. Devi leg.
Devi leg.
That's my favorite seasonal treat.
My Devi legs.
Enjoy a Devi leg.
Okay, well, podcast
I'm gonna
shit.
pronounce the extra G every time I say Devi leg.
God, I can't believe we already fucking got an episode title. It's just gonna be Devi leg.
All right, I'm gonna start telling you guys about this episode now.
I have one job, and it is to pronounce the second G in leg.
It just can't be devil egg if you have a little imagination. I don't know, man.
I just have to hold. You have to see me holding my hands together and then splitting off 3 fingers on my left hand.
Yeah.
To make it work.
All right.
Okay.
That's hard.
This is all about Pops, obviously, right? So we're starting at Pops. Jughead's talking about it's a home away from home. It has a secret history. Wars have been waged that have shaped the town, and another battle's brewing.
Whoa.
So I guess
Whoa.
everybody still has multiple jobs because Jughead is still working at Pops. He's here in Pops, dressed in his work at Pops clothes.
Sorry, Devi leg is still has a grip on my fucking soul. Woo!
It's in there now.
It is in there.
I'm gonna write it on for Easter, I think.
Get your Devi legs. Fuck. All right.
And so Tabitha, Pop, and Jughead, they're watching Alice on TV. She's interviewing Percival Pickens. And by interviewing, I mean trying to get him to fuck her so hard.
What the fucking shit
Yeah,
balls?
I was gonna say not interviewing, but glazing.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew. And the reason that Percival is on TV is that he wants to build a railway smack through the center of town, and it's gonna have a stop where Pops is. So, oops, they would need to tear down Pops since progress demands it.
Monorail.
Obviously, this doesn't work with Tabitha. Right? Because she hightails it over to wherever the hell Percival's office or living space is. Who can say? It doesn't matter, and we'll never know.
It's fucking whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's at the casino, isn't it?
Maybe.
Or did she? No, she kicked him out last week.
Yeah, this is the thing. I don't know where this room is. But it doesn't matter anymore. I used to care.
He was living at the casino, but she kicked him out.
It just doesn't matter anymore, is my thing. That's funny.
Now I assume he's in the building that used to be the town hall before the town hall became Punch Camp.
Well, whatever happened to the nun hole?
It got torn down or whatever. I don't know.
Did it?
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I don't
everybody
remember.
got raptured except for Kevin, and then
Kevin is the worst at cults.
he really is.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
He loves to be in them, but he fails out of them.
He loves to suck,
He
Poor
does
Kevin.
love to suck.
but not like in a good way.
Anyway, Percival's like, well, as a council member, obviously I can't believe that you would halt progress for your shabby diner. And then Percival tries to mind control Tabitha, but it doesn't work because she's pure of heart and knows who she is.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, I just want to. This episode again is 44, or I guess 31 if you listen to it at 1.5 speed. Minutes of just more of Tabitha being too good for Jughead.
Yeah. It also is...
And too good for the whole fucking show.
It is a constant like thing that is happening over this season where it's like, okay, no, she's
just great.
She's just great, and he's just a guy. He's just a guy.
Yeah, he's non-magnetic Magneto.
She should have her own TV show that is not made by the CW.
Exactly.
I will say this. As Percival is on TV saying that, like, obviously we'll have to burn or tear down Pops, Tabitha makes this face like a toddler who's just been told they can't have 18 cookies. And it's so perfect. She makes this, like, angry, I'm gonna pitch a fit face that's amazing.
Oh no.
So since Percival couldn't mind control Tabitha, she's obviously still mad about this, and she goes on a quick tour of the Scooby Gang, sans Veronica, to try to get help. And everybody says no in kind of a weird way.
Oh,
because
man. Okay.
It's important to recall at this juncture that Tabitha doesn't know everybody has powers.
Tabitha doesn't know everybody has powers right now?
Somehow Jughead has kept it from her.
Yeah,
right?
he's just like, my ears just are fixed.
Oh, God. Dude, that's not okay.
She's had other stuff to worry about.
I guess, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So she goes to Archie, who's like, he knows my weakness. I can't help you right now. Which is crazy, right? Because to her, I mean, the scene is dumb, but what I like to think about is Tabitha's experience of going to the strongest man in town and him saying, he hurt me. He hurt me one time.
He hurt me.
I can't.
Well, Jesus Christ. And she's like, what? Your weakness is like, I don't know, cookies? You can't stay away from them? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Then she goes to Betty, and Betty's like, Percival, never be alone in a room with him. She, like, gives this weird speech like Percival's a missing stare. Do you know, Matthew, do you know that?
I don't.
What a missing stare is?
I don't know that.
So, kind of the missing stare thing is like, in large groups of people, inevitably you're gonna have a bad egg.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And if you will. And the folks will get used to kind of like, if there's a stair missing on the stairwell, they'll get used to like, oh, you got to skip that, right? And they'll just be like, yeah, like don't be alone in a room with that guy, instead of telling that guy to get the fuck out.
Fair. Yeah. Okay.
So it's like a shorthand for like, people will just kind of make excuses or get used to living a certain way. Specifically in social groups with men who are creeps.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well.
And then women have to have these kind of conversations where they tell each other, don't be alone in a room with this guy. Don't take a ride from him.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sucks that has to happen.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
No. And so if you become aware of a missing stair in your social circle, kick them out.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Fix the stairwell so it's safe for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like how on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Michelle Trachtenberg was not allowed to be alone in the room with Joss Whedon when she was filming the show.
Because she was young.
Because he was a giant fucking creepo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Fuck that guy.
Absolutely fuck that guy.
Tony, then Tony's up next. And she's just like, I mean, I am sorry, but Percival does say that the white worm will be safe and you can always just like work down here. Girl, what?
What the fuck?
This is not the girl power the Spice Girls were talking about, okay? Miss me with this. Then she goes to Veronica, who's like, I mean, devil's advocate. Okay, stop. The devil does not need anybody else's help. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I hate those people.
Shut up.
I'm trying. There's not a way around this. Okay? The pops pop-up, the pops up that's at the casino.
The pops up. Nice.
Is doing really well, and couldn't Tabitha like take the money and come, operate out of the casino. So Tabitha goes to see Cheryl. This is a fun scene because Tabitha has to play it like, oh, I'm freezing in Thornhill. Why is it so cold? And Cheryl's like in a skimpy little robe with a hand fan because she's a fire lady now.
Oh, fucking Kay,
I wouldn't want you to forget that
she's
a fire lady now.
And I would love to. I would love to forget.
It was just last episode. What if you forgot?
Awesome. All right.
Also, in pure Cheryl fashion, she calls Tabitha Dearest Tab Tab.
What the fuck? Hey, that's not even a goddamn nickname. Hey, what the fuck?
It's fine.
And then goes on to say, like, I would love to help, but I just need some time to work on some things.
I would love some time to myself to do some things, some stuff.
My favorite thing about this whole situation is that Cheryl's secret magic power is that she's incredibly hot.
Yep.
Which has always been her power, even before she had a power.
Yep.
It's one of her many powers.
It's just wonderful.
Yeah. Then we have Kevin coming into whatever room that Percival lives/works in, to say that he's been trailing Tabitha. She's not getting a lot of traction on Pop's support. And Percival's like, well, fine. She might slow me down, but she won't stop me because I'm Percival or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, he's twirling his evil mustache.
So Tabitha's gone home and she's telling Jughead about her no good, very bad, terrible, horrible day. And she's like, I can't get traction on this. Maybe it would be better to let the town have a railroad. Then I will say, I don't love to defend Riverdale, but this scene is blocked really well because Tabitha's talking. Jughead gets up to take plates from the table into the kitchen. So his back is to Tabitha while Tabitha thinks, plus I don't have any support. But Jughead heard it because that's how he hears everything. And he turns around and says, but you have my support. I support you.
Oh, and how we know that?
Not speaking.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I just started rewatching a really good television program, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. And the first season of it introduces this whole big overarching case with an episode where one of the characters' old friends like calls him and tells him about this investigation that he's doing before he is killed. And there's a sequence where the guy is sorting through the evidence that he's got on this investigation. And he puts it in an envelope to mail it so that he doesn't get caught with it on him. And they very carefully show where he's looking so that you know that he never looked at the stuff that he put in the envelope before he put it in the mail. And it's like, it's critical to how the whole episode works, and it is so good, and I am thrilled that you and I both saw that happen here on screen and gave them credit for it, because it's good. Like, you don't see Riverdale do shit like that.
Yeah.
It's one of like 20 times in this episode where I was like, is this Riverdale or a much better television show?
Oh,
because this episode is legitimately pretty okay.
All right. Oh shit.
Like, for a Riverdale episode, it is like an actual TV show and not like a Riverdale episode, which is mind-blowing to me.
Huh. Shit.
Like, the story fits together in a way that no Riverdale story ever does. Like, A leads to B, leads to C, stuff makes some kind of sense. Like, amazing. Where is the team that made this episode, and why aren't they in charge of the whole show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that being said, the overarching plot point of there are angels and Pops is a blessed location, I hate.
Oh, yeah, that sucks and I hate it. But
yeah, it's not good.
it sucks and is terrible and dumb. Yeah. But the episode itself is assembled really well.
Yeah, they are doing some good stuff. Like, do you every once in a while, Jim, I think about how in the first season you were like, they do such a good job with like information hygiene, and then they just like threw that in the garbage. But for a little while they were
they absolutely threw that in the shit.
Yep.
And so this is glimmers of that again. We're like, they can do it.
Yeah, like
the ability to.
Yeah.
They have not shown Tabitha on screen learning about everyone's magic powers for 6 episodes or whatever, and now suddenly she finds out, and it's impressive.
Yeah.
Because in every other season, she would just have known.
Yeah.
And we would never have seen it or understood when that happened or care, and it wouldn't matter. It would just be dumb and I would hate it. But in this season, they're showing her learning a thing that she has no reason not to know already.
Yeah, and that happens just now, actually. She's like, what the fuck? You heard my
hold
thoughts.
on.
What's going on?
If anything, she is not mad enough at anybody in town for keeping her out of this for weeks.
Because she's too good for this world. Definitely too good for this show.
Yeah, because she's too good.
Yeah. So, and she does also say, like, no, this actually makes all of the interactions I've had today make a lot more sense.
Ha!
Yeah.
Which, hooray.
I see that Tabitha Tate, Erin Westbrook, hasn't really had a job since Riverdale, but it's only been a couple years, and she did recently have a baby, so.
Aw, well, good for her.
Yeah, nice. Good for her.
Jughead just recycles an idea. He remembers, and I don't know if you all remember, when he was like, I'll save the drive-in by making it a historic landmark.
Oh, yeah.
And then that didn't work.
One of the many ways that he's failed.
Yeah. He's like, anyway, I have an idea. I'll save Pops by making it a historic landmark.
God damn it, Jug. Oh, my goodness.
So they go...
Literally anything else.
Come on, man.
Anything else.
Right? They go back
You've done this
to the
before.
diner, where Pop Tate has, like, a large cardboard box of documents and pictures, including, like, pictures of Pops hosting a polio vaccine clinic and green books with Pop listed. I can't deal anymore with the timeline of this show.
Just now you've hit your limit?
I've hit my limit, and I don't care if any of this should have happened in the timeline when the town was founded because we know that Pops existed before the town. So we're just going with that. And I'm not going to worry about math.
Yeah, that was kind of my whole thing here, too. Yeah.
There's a little... Jughead does a little voiceover thing. Or maybe it's a real... Maybe he, like, in person is like, oh, well, like, you know, once a safe haven, always a safe haven. And then it's night at Pops. And they're going to go through this box of stuff. And Jughead says it's like a time machine, Matthew. It's like a time machine.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
It's almost exactly like a time machine.
Oh, fuck shit. Shit ass.
Yeah.
Shit ass balls, fuck, dude. Oh, no.
And the Rockland County Historical Association isn't going to deny their application. Now, it's important that you know that Tabitha is saying, hey, we can have grilled cheese and tomato soup for dinner, and she's holding a large can of tomato soup.
A can of soup for her family.
That's important
for you to know. Much later.
Important.
Yes, because this episode is written like a real TV show.
Okay.
There's fucking details that matter later. How is this possible?
But
I don't think. Here's the thing, guys. I'm shaking already.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's
whether it be in rage or fear. I'm shaking.
Who can say?
It is absolute insanity.
Oh Jesus!
That they show her holding a can of soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. Oh God.
So she's standing there with a can of soup, and a man comes in with a gun, and we hear the gunshot, and then the screen goes black, and we've made it to the title card.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're doing great. We're only 46 minutes.
This
This
is very standard.
Behind.
I wasn't sure how this one was going to go, honestly.
Yeah.
We're right on time.
Yeah.
But wow.
Doing
Okay.
great
So.
work.
Oh God. Somebody's gonna have goddamn time travel powers.
Yes, and it's Tabitha.
This shit sucks.
So the screen has gone black. It's Riverdale, and now we open on. It's a close up on Tabitha. Her hair and makeup are different. She opens her eyes, and she's wearing a different.
So the episode itself says many times that she has time travel powers, but what she has is quantum leap power.
She's got quantum leap.
It is not time travel. It's quantum leap.
No, they say very explicitly in this first one that like the people around her are like slotting her in. She's not jumping into other people's bodies. They're just doing whatever to make sense of her being there.
So they're imagining a role for her that doesn't exist.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a little more sense with what happens in every jump.
Yes.
I must not have understood that or
no,
zoned
it's
out
fine.
of it.
It's because you're listening to it at 1.5. But there's a quick second where she's like, "Why is he calling me Teresa?" And she gets the explanation of like that's just his brain trying to make sense of you being here.
Oh, right. The angel guy explains it. Hey, there's my blood sugar meter failing again.
Jim has blood.
Jim has blood.
Teeth,
blood
teeth,
for Jim.
teeth.
Banging clipboard.
Right. She opens her eyes. She's wearing a uniform that says Teresa. She's in 1944. It's Christmas Eve.
What the fuck?
And
she's in 1944.
Yeah,
on Christmas Eve.
Several years before the town was founded.
Yes. One of Pop's ancestors is there, and he's very excited because a fresh grain book has arrived. Tabitha's, and he's like, hey, Teresa, so excited this happened. And she's like, what the fuck? And where am I? And she looks around, and there's Jughead just sitting in a booth looking very serene. But he's not Jughead. He's the guardian angel Raphael from Riverdale.
But he's wearing a Jughead suit?
He's wearing a Jughead suit.
Yeah, because they didn't want to hire that other guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just use actors they had on.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It is explained to her that per the biblical mythology, if she saw him in his full angelic glory, her eyes would burn out and she would lose her mind.
Okay.
Yeah, the biblically accurate Angel.
Yeah, I love the idea of a biblically accurate Jughead driving us all insane.
So many.
I mean, it's been happening.
So many hats.
5 years.
On one rotating spherical head, and the wings are typewriters, and that's about it. That's all I got.
In a move that we just have to roll with because we're all trapped in this ride. Tabitha has a flashback to Riverdale.
What?
And remembers meeting the angel Raphael and is like, oh, is that who you are? And he's like, yeah, totally. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl, it's me from the other reality that you can remember now.
Boots the house down. Fucking.
Look, it makes as much sense as anything else that's ever happened.
Yes, mama.
Yeah. Yes, mama. And then he starts to Vogue.
Yeah.
Okay, now you lost me.
He does a death drop, and then she wakes up in another body.
And then he tears off his jacket, and he's wearing a second, more spangly jacket underneath.
He takes off his Jughead hat, and there's a more sequined, smaller Jughead hat underneath.
Yes. So I just need to state for the record, I hate this. Why can she remember that? It didn't happen to her. The whole point of Riverdale was that they were separate
people. Is that it
people.
didn't happen. Yeah.
So it never happened to these people. But
also
whatever.
With time travel, she can also go through different realities,
sure.
I guess.
Why not? It's a part of her powers
sure.
now.
Fucking cool.
Angel, biblically accurate Jughead.
Well, somebody somewhere in the show was like, hey, that weird like angel versus devil subplot from one episode of Riverdale was actually pretty cool. Let's keep running with that. And nobody else in the room was like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Sit down and shut up.
Yeah, they all went with it. Biblically accurate.
They're all like, okay, cool, whatever.
This guy's a real turd. He's like, I can't answer any of your questions.
Oh, no.
Just say that real Jughead is sitting vigil at her hospital bed. So she's also in the hospital. On life support because she got shot. But he can't answer her questions. Only God can. But he can give her homework, and he gives her a book called The Enigma of Time Travel and tells her to go read it.
Oh, my God. Big Tome. They did the Big Tome thing I said last week. Wait. Hold on. They're having fun with it. Holy shit.
Amazing.
I called that.
That's incredible.
Big Tome.
Big Tome.
I guess she went and read it real fast. I guess she didn't do her job. And she is chrono-connected, which is a time traveler, and she has powers now because...
Chrono-connected, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Because of trauma.
Oh, chrono-kinetic.
Kinetic. Okay.
Chrono-kinetic.
That makes more
also,
sense.
Okay, no.
Like
I feel like...
Tele or Pyro or...
I feel like my question will be answered in probably 30 seconds.
I doubt it. Go ahead and ask.
Question. If she's dying, she's both in... So it is quantum leap.
Nope, they don't answer that.
They never talk about that.
She's both dying and also conscious in another time period.
Yeah, and remembering things
her body...
from a different
Listen,
reality.
I said that for Riverdale, this is a pretty reasonable, like, other TV show episode. This is not one of those instances.
But, like, I can't. I have to stop thinking about this, otherwise I'm going to explode.
Yep.
I'm going to...
This one does not... Please don't think too hard about this episode. There's a lot in it that actually can't stand up to
like, any scrutiny.
Yeah. Any sort of logic or thought.
Jesus Christ.
So they just basically discuss that like the explosion in Archie's house gave all the other cool kids powers. And just... I'm sorry for another aside. But poor Veronica...
no powers Veronica.
Just no powers Veronica. Just out there trying to run a casino.
Sucks to suck, Veronica.
Little NPV, man.
Breaking up with Reg.
She's gonna get a cool power at some point, right?
I'm
putting it out there. It's going to be some sort of Black Canary-esque, like sonic power because she can sing like a nightingale.
Yeah. She could have a screaming power. Yeah.
Cheryl got powers from Ghost. You know, give Veronica power. Let Veronica have power.
Let Veronica have power from Casino. Maybe she infinitely rich. Maybe she can change the odds, you know?
I'm put my foot down and say that Reg does not get powers.
No.
Reg does not get powers. Kevin does get powers. He can shoot beams of glam out of his hands.
Nah, fuck Kevin. Kevin sucks.
He can glamify anybody.
I think honestly been the biggest disappointment arc of any character on this show.
Yeah, it's so sad that poor guy gets like absolutely the shittiest.
Oh yeah,
my God,
shit into the stick here.
At least they're not making him wear that blue tuxedo anymore. He's graduated high school, and he just doesn't have to wear it.
The only thing he's got going for him is that he still gets to be on the show and take home a paycheck, whereas like poor Midge Clump gets murdered.
Yep. Oh, Midge Clump.
Okay.
Love the name Midge Clump.
We hardly knew ye.
Clump. You gotta make sure people can hear the F.
Clump. It sounds like something's hitting the ground when you say that name.
Yeah.
Putting down a big stack of books. Clump.
But so now the angel's like, probably you're here because you have a mission. Only God could know, but I think probably you're here because you have a mission.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, but also how do I get home? And biblically accurate Jughead says she needs an object of power, a talisman.
A talisman? For Tabitha? Tabitha's got to get a talisman?
Yeah.
I really love biblically accurate Jughead.
Biblically accurate Jughead.
Yeah.
It's true.
Amazing.
But they can't talk about that anymore now because she's got to go to a town meeting to determine if Riverdale should be a sundown town or not. So now's, I guess, a great time, Matthew.
Jesus.
Do you understand what green books were?
I don't.
No, it's totally fine. So green books were published to let Black travelers know where it was safe to go.
Okay.
So that they did not get stuck in sundown towns where they would get lynched or killed for being there after dark. So it was kind of just like, you're going to hightail it through this town. Here's where you can stop and get gas. You can stop at this diner. This hotel will house you.
Wow.
And a lot of it was Black-owned businesses. To be clear, I don't want to try to sell this as like green books were like where the nice white people were. No, it was Black-owned businesses.
No, it was
Yeah.
Cool.
The once and former Keller's running the meeting, and Percival Pickens is there, but his name is Sheriff Perkins.
Fuck that. Don't like it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And Sheriff Perkins is like, well, it'll decrease crime. Okay. How bad is crime? Is always my question about that.
How bad is crime?
How bad is crime?
Man.
And also, what is crime? What crime is? Hey? Is crime drug? Is crime kill?
Is crime I don't like seeing Black people be happy?
Well, could be.
I
mean, that's most of what crime is in America.
Yeah.
Forever, basically.
It seems that in towns like Greendale, Centerville, and Seaside, those are sundown towns. Alice is the principal of the school, and she asks the question, I, of course, know what a sundown town is, but for those of us in the room who don't, would you please explain? But also,
yeah.
Yeah, could you explain for the viewers?
For all the dullards in the room.
Yeah.
Who are Zoomers.
Yeah. And so they discuss that it's just like, if Black people are here after dark, then technically they're trespassing and we can arrest them, but probably just kill them instead.
Yep.
Tabitha hates this, of course. She stands up and she yells about how it's racist. And the way she says racist is so good. It's how we should all say it. She says it so that it's obvious that it's a disgusting thing to be. To a man who's obviously a proud racist. So I kind of want to study that delivery and use it. It was powerful and good. Yeah.
concoct it into everyday life.
Yeah.
By the way, just a real quick aside.
Mm-hmm.
I put some more brain juice on it, and you can do deviled eggs on your knuckles if you take out the consonants in deviled. That's it.
You mean the vowels?
I mean the vowels. I mean the vowels.
Like DVL.
Yeah, DVLD, and then eggs. Or, I also thought this through, deviled is 7 letters. So you have your pinky free, and then you go across and then down. So eggs is down your pinky. Very small.
What?
Yeah. D-E-
Then you have a don't dead open inside situation.
You just get a picture of an egg.
Or you get a little deviled egg on your pinky.
It is amazing that you're still on this.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, there's no way to do like a big. You could do a deviled egg on your like pointer finger and break it up, but like, then it would just be like deviled with a weird space in the middle. Sorry, I really just wanted to figure it out, and you can do it with just like a license plate. That's it. I also don't know the difference between consonants and vowels. It could have been eed.
Look, as a person who can't remember her right from her left without really thinking about it, who am I to
judge? So yeah. Anyway, sorry to derail the podcast for deviled eggs.
No, that's fine.
Just had to get it out there.
This podcast is nothing if not derailed.
Yeah. Debbie Legs is still.
Debbie Leg.
Debbie Leg is still kind of my favorite option. But I do love the idea of a little tattooed picture of a deviled egg on my pinky.
Could be cool. You could also, I mean, with the same principle, you could get deviled eggs on the same hand and then just do a bunch of eggs on your other hand. Know what I mean? Use the top row, and then the bottom row.
Yeah, I don't.
And then you get a bunch of fucking eggs.
With a 2-row knuckle tattoo.
There's got to be something. No. I love the idea of a 2-row knuckle tattoo, because you can like say a sentence. You know, you can like make a fist.
Yeah.
But again, don't dead open inside.
But then you just hold out one hand, and then the other.
Jim, there's a way to crack this code. We got to find the thing that would work single-handed, but also double-handed.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, here we go.
This is like Wordle, but for knuckle tattoos.
Okay, I want to posit this. Okay, deviled eggs forever. Okay, for life.
So devil for eggs ever.
Devil for eggs left. Or deviled egg lover forever. Maybe if you do like lover LUVR and then for EVR. No, that doesn't work.
Soup powered fuck machine.
Soup powered
with powered and machine being like just
look
the consonants.
Look who's suddenly on board with the double knuckle tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you got soup fuck on one hand and powered machine on the other.
It's not soup fuck powered machine.
Soup fuck powered machine is so good.
Yeah, soup fuck powered machine.
Well, I knew the answer was out there and I knew we would find it. I didn't think it would be that fast, but here we are.
Oh God! The worst way for that to end up would be
PWRD
machine power fuck. I don't know how you'd mess it up that bad, but you could do it.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Yeah, like PWRD, like MCNE machine.
Yeah. You listen. I'm now
soup fuck powered machine.
Woo!
Honestly, just sitting with it, don't dead open inside would be great. Double knuck tattoos.
Double knucks, baby.
Double knuck tat.
Double knuck tat. What could it mean?
Let's go, girls.
Let's go, girls.
Wait, how did we get there?
I don't know. Just a good stinger, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, God damn it. We're funny sometimes, gang. Holy shit.
Oh, fuck. We gotta talk about Riverdale. I just remembered. Remembered what we're doing here.
Sorry. Okay.
Good goddamn.
Okay.
Right.
Sundown
so that's
Town.
what Sundown Towns are.
Right.
Tabitha
cool.
hates this. She stands up and she's like, "You're racist. And also, there are black families that live in this town and own businesses." And Sheriff Perkins, aka Percival Pickens, is like, "Well, they could move."
No, but
Archie is there, but he's not Archie. He's ARRTI, and he's the fire chief. And he stands up and he says, "Like hell," because he fought the war for freedom, and he has 5 black firefighters. Baby. So
let's go.
Keller has a lot to think about.
Seems unlikely that he would have 5 black firefighters anywhere in America in 1944.
Yep. Well, our boy ARRTI.
Hey, they're all about progression or whatever.
Yep.
You know?
You can't stop it.
Can't stop, won't stop. Never stop, never stop it.
Tabitha goes back to biblically accurate Jughead, and she's like, maybe evil Pickens is trying to rewrite the town's history, and I'm supposed to stop evil? And he's just like, yeah, maybe.
I don't know. And he gives a little cheeky cheeky
not
hand
God.
in the mouth. Oh, I don't know. Stop asking me.
That's so great. Why are you so obsessed with me?
I'm not going to tell you. You have to figure it out on your own.
I already told you. No spoilers. But then there's a banging on the door, and surprise, it's Tony Fangs.
Tony Fangs?
Tony Fangs needs sanctuary.
Oh, shit. Big tone, little tone.
Big tone, little tone.
A little double tone, if you will.
I can't remember what her name is. He's Flynn. The baby's Annie.
Oh, man. You saying you don't remember what her name was just washed it out of my brain also.
Shit. Well,
I don't actually know if they say it. Because she calls him Flynn and then says that, like, oh, we left Annie's asthma medicine.
No, they do.
Well, is Annie okay? Is she okay?
Is she okay, Annie?
Yeah. That's. They definitely mention it because she says all of their names later in the episode.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I wrote it down later. We'll find out when we get there.
Yeah.
Their car ran out of gas in Centerville, which we've just learned is a sundown town, as the sun was setting, so they had to run through the woods, and they knew about Pops because of the Green Book. And Tabitha's like, of course you can stay here and be safe. It's Christmas Eve. Naturally, then, Sheriff Perkins pulls up outside, and Tabitha is like, you leave me alone. And he's like, you have criminals in there. And she, kids, let's all remember this phrase, says, you're not fucking coming in here unless you have a warrant.
Yeah, baby.
Tracy.
Oh, Tracy?
Tracy
is her name, yeah.
There you go. So let's all just stand an icon who knows that
you gotta have a fucking
you've gotta have a fucking warrant. Dog.
And
the
dog's important.
Sheriff Perkins is, of course, like, I don't gotta listen to no woman. I want to talk to your boss. And then, not Pops, his name is Titus, comes out with a shotgun and he's like, nice. Show me your fucking warrant. Or leave.
Yeah, baby.
This is Grandpop's Tate.
Yeah,
Grandpop's Tate.
So Sheriff Perkins decides he will call Centerville and get the warrant, and he'll just wait right there in the parking lot.
In the Perkin lot?
In the
Since he's there?
Yep. And then somebody in the diner is like, oh, we need a Christmas miracle. And Jughead turns and looks at Tabitha. So then they go have a sidebar.
Looks so bashful at Tabitha.
They go have a sidebar where Tabitha's like, you should go show your true form to those evil men to drive them insane and burn out their eyes.
Yeah, duh. Yes.
So go make their eyes bleed and make them go insane.
He does also mention that nobody can see him except
yes.
her.
Oh, yes, that is disgusting.
So this plan has some
limitations, a little bit of some
question marks in it.
Yeah. But he's like, for an angel that's been otherwise like, I don't know, this whole time, now decides that's fine. Yeah, sure.
What? Yeah, he's like, hey, you know what? It's been a few thousand years since the last time I drove somebody insane. Let's do it.
Yeah, I get to have a little enrichment, you know?
It's been.
Put a little frozen pumpkin in my angelic cage. Come on.
Yeah.
He can have little insanity causing as a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody else has to go.
Go ahead. Sorry. That was
no.
I was being dumb. I was gonna say he can have a little human intervention as a treat.
So everybody else goes and hides in the kitchen. Jughead walks out. You see a golden glow, and you hear screaming.
Sick.
It's discussed that Fire Chief Andrews is going to come get Tony Fangs.
Yes.
And Tabitha's got to go do something. So she walks out past... It's Kevin, who's like a junior sheriff, of course. And
it's
Percival Pickens, who have burned out eyes and are on the ground twitching and being insane. Because they looked at biblically accurate Jughead.
Wow, they just did that? That worked?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're both have like blood pouring out of their eyes and
shit.
Yeah, it was Chekhov's biblically accurate angel.
Chekhov's angel. Chekhov's insanity.
Yeah.
Chekhov's biblically accurate Jughead.
Yes. Biblically accurate Jughead.
I remember learning about that in college.
I mean, it's almost too bad that Devi Leg is the name of the podcast episode because biblically accurate Jughead is also really good.
Well, I could change it.
Yeah, nothing's set in stone yet.
I don't know. Devi Leg is a nice underlying bit.
Double nucks, baby. All right.
Double nuts.
I will never remember Devi Leg.
Fair enough.
By the time we record the next episode, that information will be gone from my brain.
Matthew and I will reference it, and you'll be like, "Wait, what?
What? Huh?"
Yeah.
Which is also a classic bit you do, not remembering things we say.
It will make me so happy to relearn that in the future.
Fair enough.
Thank you for that gift.
You're so welcome.
My Swiss cheese brain that can't remember anything that we fucking do.
It is Christmas Eve, but Keller is still in his office, burning the midnight oil.
Yep.
She explains what happened and why Riverdale can't be a sundown town, and says it would cost the town its soul. So I guess that fixed it, because now we're back in the diner. There's a headline in the newspaper that Riverdale is a sun-up town, I guess. It won't be a sundown town.
The sun never sets in Riverdale.
Yeah. Tabitha starts to confess to Titus that she is not Teresa, but then Percival comes in dressed in a straitjacket that's unbuttoned.
Oh, cool.
It's a good look.
Like a cool guy.
Yeah,
outfit.
like he looks like a guy who definitely like has a tattoo of the Joker. You know what I mean?
Yep. I know what you mean.
He's like, you won't beat me, so stop trying. And then he points a gun at Tabitha, and then bang, and she opens her eyes in the diner in the 60s.
So at this point, there are two versions of Tabitha that are dead.
I love the idea
or dying.
of just a series of Tabitha corpses littered through the ages.
We do get the idea that when she leaves that second time, it's her whole body that goes.
Okay. It's not just her like soul or whatever.
and she is
something biblically accurate. Somebody says to her later in the episode.
Yeah, biblically accurate Betty.
Is it biblically accurate Betty that says it to her?
Yeah,
I think it is,
B.A.B.
action.
Yeah. No, I think what happened is that we're supposed to think she was able to time jump to save herself. But maybe her next jump will be the jump home, but it's not this one.
Thank you for the Quantum Leap reference.
No
I
problem.
appreciate.
Listen, I fucking loved that show.
It was such a good show.
It really was.
Man.
I gotta watch this.
Amazing show.
I gotta watch this Quantum Leap.
The Quantum Leap reboot show is also very good, and canceled before its time, very unfortunately.
Aw.
But the first season of it is absolutely spectacular. Every episode is really good.
Sweet.
So if nothing else, you could just watch the first season of the new Quantum Leap show and enjoy the fuck out of it as though that's all there is. And you won't feel bad at the end of it. At the end of it, it feels like they told a complete story.
Oh, cool. I love that.
All right.
Season 2, it feels a little less like they told a complete story, but the end of season 1 is a complete start to finish story. And it's a very good episode of television, or a season of television.
Nice. All right.
Tabitha realizes that Dr. Martin Luther King's mountaintop speech is being broadcast on the radio, which means that it is April 3rd, 1968, which means that he will be assassinated tomorrow.
Whoa.
Also, this time around, she's Tina, and it's just a much younger Pop who's in the diner. And she's like, I can't stay in this diner. Obviously, I have to go save Dr. Martin Luther King. But the bus breaks down. There's no other bus. And at this juncture, biblically accurate Tall Tony shows up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And explains the thing that needs to be explained in every time travel movie. You can't change some things. So
yeah, every time travel story where the point of the story is to change something about the past.
Yeah.
Has to explain that there are some things that you cannot change.
Yeah, they're like fixed points in time, you know?
That's exactly what she says. Yeah. It's exactly that.
Yeah, it's like I think the doctor's speech in like The Water of Mars or something.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Where he explains why he can't save people in that episode, or in that it's a movie, right?
It's a special. So it's
one of the seasons where they only made like 3 episodes, and this like
it was
90-minute episode is one of those episodes.
In between Doctors. That was toward the end of Tennant's reign.
Yeah, so it was while they were trying to find a new doctor, I think, that they made David Tennant do like all those specials.
Yeah, it's when they were decanting Matt Smith from whatever vat they grew him in.
Such a weird looking guy, man.
I think he's attractive. I don't know how. Listen.
All I can think about is the weird dance from that shitty vampire movie.
It's Morbin time.
It's the best scene in that movie. It's Morbin time.
Oh man, do you think we can get him to release it one more time?
We all were. We were all busy that day. We couldn't make it.
I can't believe that the internet made Sony re-release it
and then
to fail again.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It is perfect.
Like, fandoms yelling at movie studios has had 2 positive things, and one is the Morbius re-release and failure, and the other is the changing of Sonic the Hedgehog to look good.
Yes.
Those are the only 2 times that fans yelling at a studio has ever had a positive effect.
God bless. But truly, one of the funniest things to happen, you know?
Yes.
Incredible. Absolutely.
So Tabitha's like, well, fuck you, and fuck your god too. I know that there's a federal bunker here, and I'm going there to tell them. And she walks in, and of course it's Percival and Kevin in there, and she's like, god damn it, and she leaves.
Shit.
So then she goes back to the diner. She tries to call the hotel where Dr. King will be staying, but obviously she can't get through. This is when we have the fixed point in history conversation. And she's like, fucking, do I have to fucking fight this freaking guy again?
Oh.
And biblically accurate Tall Tone's like, yeah, I don't know. You try to find your talisman. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You got free will and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously Tabitha just like can't think about anything aside from she has what seems like this opportunity to like really fix some shit and can't. So then we fast forward to the assassination.
It's pretty heartbreaking.
This is a really hard one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay.
This whole sequence is like among the best episodes of Quantum Leap, where like he has to not do something that he really wants to do because he can't fuck up the future. And it's like, man, those stories are always really powerful to me.
Yeah, fair. I mean, it's like the internal struggle. You know?
Yeah. So this next scene is hard because it's a Tabitha knew this was going to happen. I can't begin to imagine how it felt on that day. It's a bunch of people trying to process grief together.
Yeah.
And they just kind of discuss, like, should we shut down the diner out of respect? And they decide to stay open for community and healing.
Wow.
Naturally, then, Percival and Kevin pull up to say the FBI just wants to make sure that there's no riots, and so everybody needs to go home. And folks need to leave the diner by 6. To which Tabitha says, double fuck you and no? Shut up.
Yeah.
No.
Shut up and no.
Shut up and no. No one is rioting.
Shut up and no.
And the mayor actually can't tell you what to do because they're like, the mayor said. She's like, well, you're the FBI and he's the mayor. So
there's a little bit of a...
Yeah. The math ain't mathin', sis. Make it make sense. To which Percival just says, well, I'll just arrest you if you're not out of the diner.
Well...
And the logic here is Percival wants to, and I quote, make sure that emotions don't become violence. It's like a powder keg in there and he would hate for it to blow. So Tabitha's got to go back into the diner and be like, they're trying to make us all go home. People have heard that protesters were beat up in Centerville and no one has the right to tell them to go home. And she explains, like, look, I know this guy. He's trying to provoke us. He's looking for a reason to come in here and arrest us and beat us.
Jesus.
And we can't become easy targets, so let's do some, like, peaceful protesting, which we're just going to stay here and pray. And then, and this part I really love, this is fun, she uses her magic powers of knowing history to call J. Edgar Hoover and being like, I know all about all of your fucking secret illegal files.
Wow! Oh my god.
And he's like, no, you don't. And then she says what's in them. She's like, I definitely do.
Let's fucking go.
Yep. And so...
she does mention one that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, wow.
That's fine.
I know. They're so bad at this. She's like, I'll shut up if you fire Agent... What's his name? Perry Pierce.
Oh.
So that's Percival Pickens. So in the federal bunker, the phone rings. It's a call from FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover. We learn that they were calling it Operation Turkey Shoot, which is so dumb because that's what they were also calling the shooting of all of the gangs.
Oh. What?
Man, he's not very creative.
Yeah, they were like, it's gonna be a turkey shoot when they were gonna go kill both all of the serpents and the ghoulies.
Oh.
And then he gets fired. Obviously, he knows it was Tabitha. I just have a note here that I wrote down that in this scene, the true hero is Kevin's mustache.
It is
a little mustachioed man, eh?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for you to see it.
I'm excited to see it.
I just got breaking news via text from a friend of the pod, Miss Tracy. It's Leverage Redemption Day for all those who celebrate.
Oh, hey!
The new season of Leverage is out on Amazon Prime starting today.
Love that.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
If you haven't been watching Leverage Redemption, it's very good.
Sick.
It's unbelievable to me that they are still making this show.
I just love like, the initial Leverage
it's too good.
So much.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is more of that. It rules. The new cast members are great. The excuses for why Aldous Hodge is too famous to be on the show are great. And like he's still on the show sometimes.
When he's not busy working or being a massive nerd or building watches. God, what a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he rules.
Yeah. I haven't been watching Leverage Redemption. But I'm glad that it makes you happy.
Yeah, it's very good.
Excellent. Okay, so back in the diner, Tabitha's just like crying and praying. Percival does a slow drive-by, but he does not stop.
Creepy.
So seems like a win. He's on his way out of town. So Tabitha says to biblically accurate Tony, "Was that my mission? I wish I could do more." But it
it's such a good bit. Every time it makes my heart feel a little bit warm.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you for that gift.
I'm so glad. They, then they're like, well, you just gotta keep going if you want to do more. But then Pops is like, oh, I need you to fill up ketchup. So she goes back into the kitchen to fill up ketchup bottles, and she hears
I really
ticking.
hope there isn't some big fucking ketchup comeuppance.
There's a cartoon ass bomb with an old timey alarm clock with the 2 bells on the top.
Oh my god.
Refilling ketchup bottles, by the way, fucking sucks.
Oh yes.
Yep.
What a terrible job that is.
I know, Matthew, that I've explained to you more than once that I lived to see the invention of the squeeze ketchup bottle.
Wow.
And before that was invented, I know that we've talked about this, but we're talking about it again.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Ketchup was in glass bottles, and it was advertised as like, it's a good thing that it takes so long to get it out of the bottle. So
what the fuck?
Getting stuff from like a large, like Cisco style number 40 tin can.
Yeah.
Into those glass bottles.
Oh, fucked up.
Horrific.
Yeah.
That is fucked up.
Really bad.
Yeah. And that's why there's those classic like red and yellow squeeze bottle things that diners would use.
Yes. Because there was no such thing as a squeezable thing. That's fucked up, guys.
I was actually...
Why would you make people do
that we both lived to see squeeze ketchup bottles. I was thinking the other day about how every single video game that's ever been made has happened in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that is fucking wild.
Whoa. That's crazy.
It is.
Just bonkers.
Yeah, the world's really changed. I don't want to think about that anymore. Okay. So then...
How we're older than dirt?
Then Tabitha's like, fucking Percival Pickens. And she picks up the cartoon bomb and she takes it outside and chunks it in a trash can. In one of those tin trash cans.
Yeah,
oh, come on, man.
That'll fix it.
And then it's black and we hear the explosion. And then she opens her eyes and it's the 90s.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
90s. It's the 90s, and Pops has to scrub Nazi graffiti off of the diner. It's the number 88.
Oh, okay.
Are you aware that that's
the number 88?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Because H is the eighth
letter of the alphabet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
It sucks.
Yep.
Ew, gross.
It's also the graffiti is also the lightning SS for
Yep.
Yeah. That whole
those two things next to each other.
Sorry that you have to know
Which
these things.
Which in 1999, I don't know how many people knew 88 was like the Hitler thing. Because Nazis weren't as prevalent then.
Because the fucking skinhead that my one teacher kicked out of German class definitely used it.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Etched it on
good job, German teacher.
Well, that guy
some fucking
shaved his head with a Bic razor to celebrate Hitler's birthday and then came into class the next day. My German teacher was like, absolutely the fuck not. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Good for your German teacher.
And then had to explain to the rest of us what had happened because we were like, what is going on?
Whoa. And fair.
That kid sucked, and now he's a U.S. senator.
Nah, I think he died of heroin. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's the 90s, and Tabitha, they do explain that like, oh, this is a white power thing, but they don't explain why. Because Pop's like, quick, we gotta scrub this off, and Tabitha finds an old baseball card in a sleeve on the ground, so she picks that up.
Is that how she figures out where?
Kinda.
What time she's in? Okay.
I mean, her hair looks great. I will say I'm digging the look. I understand that, like,
fuck yeah.
Loved the 90s.
Yeah.
It was not perfect, but it had some
fun.
Had some good stuff going on.
Yeah, there wasn't open Nazis in charge of the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also looks at a calendar.
There were secret Nazis in charge of the government.
Yeah. Hail Hydra. The much younger Sheriff Keller without any gray is talking about how things are going in the new millennium, and there's a calendar that says it's November of 1999. We learn that lots of kids have been doing bad stuff, and they all say they don't remember doing it. And Tabitha's like, is it like they were hypnotized, maybe?
Yeah.
Seems like mind control.
Yeah. So
Tabby's on the ball.
The kid's looking very abashed, and Keller's like, I'm going to take him home and you can press charges tomorrow. Bro, what?
Damn. What?
Everybody seems fine with it, though.
What the fuck?
But Tabitha's like, okay, but let me talk to him first. So she goes to talk to him. She's like, I found this baseball card outside. They talk about the baseball card. Who gives a shit? But he just got it today at a curiosity shop outside of town. He's like, I got a sweet deal, too. All I had to do was... And then he can't remember what he had to do. And he thinks that maybe the shop's owner's name is Paul Prince. Of Darkness?
Oh! Uh-oh!
Got him.
So the next scene's Tabitha outside of a store called Curious Items. She's reading a newspaper talking about Y2K concerns. And,
oh, man.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Matthew, have we talked about Y2K before?
Yeah, I know what Y2K is.
Okay. Right.
Matthew was born
and I am
shortly
obviously...
after we dodged that bullet, thanks to the hard work
and obviously
of many, many
I will
IT
be the
workers.
one. I will be the one that will bring about the end of technology, obviously. I'm the...
Please, can you do it faster? Because I keep getting emails.
I'm building up my power, Mom. It's gotta...
Forge yourself into a weapon faster, dude.
I'm trying, but the universal energy that I gotta soak up is only coming in spurts. Okay? I'm sorry.
I've seen this episode of Dragon Ball. Actually, it's 26 episodes of Dragon Ball where nothing else happens.
Exactly.
Okay. And then biblically accurate Betty appears next to her.
Babs.
Yep, Babs.
What's up, Babs?
It's here that we learn that Tabitha's getting better at time travel, and Betty says that Tabitha jumped almost a full second before the bomb exploded.
Oh, okay.
So we know that she's not...
Because it went dark, and then we heard the explosion.
Yeah, she's not leaving a corpse every time. She's honing her powers.
So she is leaving a corpse. Wait. What?
She's not. Only the first jump left behind her actual body.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Fuck. Are her... All right.
Except... Well, we'll get there. We're not there yet.
It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's whatever.
But she is still chasing Percival Pickens through time. He comes out of the shop and leaves. Happily, this is why it had to be biblically accurate Betty. They're going to use a bobby pin to break in.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
Entertainingly, she gets in there, and there's a couple Polaroids sitting in the shop, and she uses them to take pictures of everything, which I love.
I do love that. That's pretty sick.
A bobby pin, not actually that bad of a lockpick.
Well, thank God. Because if Nancy Drew lied to both me and Betty this whole time, I'd be so pissed.
Be so pissed. Whole life's a lie type shit.
You got the rake and you got the tensioner built right in.
There you go.
Good to go.
So then she goes back to the diner when she and Babs look through the pictures.
Okay.
Betty's like, wait, this one is the spear that pierced Jesus' side. It's like super powerful. And this one is the Holy Grail.
What?
Just regular shit to have laying around.
Yeah.
Come on. hey guys, come on.
Come on.
Listen, the super powerful religious artifacts that the actual devil that is real has in his shop for some reason.
The devil is fucking Indiana Jones, actually? Like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that those things are there, but whatever.
there's like such a concentrated amount of power in one spot. People should be coming after these things.
Yeah.
Like, demons should be, like, trying to... It's fine. They're not having fun with it like I would. It's fine.
Oh, they have some fun with it.
All right, they have fun with it. I'll just trust you guys. It's fine.
Then the thought is like, oh, maybe the Grail is Tabitha's talisman. Why would it be that? I don't know.
Why would it be that?
Yeah, I guess
I don't know.
Their answer to that is like,
oh,
why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
You know?
But why would it be is the better question. Hey, what the fuck?
They have seen Indiana Jones because the Grail is just a wooden cup.
Yeah, they have. Okay, cool.
And that is the cup of a carpenter.
Jesus Christ.
The cup of a carpenter. So Tabitha's got to go back to the shop to get the Grail because maybe that can be her next jump home. Okay, what happens next? Percival's in there. Okay, he's dressed as a Confederate soldier.
What?
For some reason.
And I don't know if that's to remind us about the General Pickens statue or for some other, to say that the Confederates. I don't know why.
My head's starting to hurt, guys.
She did see the uniform that he's wearing, like, on a rack earlier when she was exploring the place and photographing artifacts.
All right. It doesn't make it better, but...
I don't know why he would take that off the rack and wear it. Maybe it's a powerful talisman of his own.
I don't know. Hey, gang, why didn't she just get a fucking typewriter so she can have a link to Jughead and just go back home?
No.
There was no typewriters in 1999.
That's not true.
I hope that she doesn't. I hope that Jughead would never be her talisman.
I hope.
Yeah, she deserves better.
That's so grim.
It is pretty grim.
Not Jughead. Not Jughead as the talisman.
Jughead's not a talisman. He's biblically accurate.
Yeah. You guys ever read The Talisman?
No.
It's like honestly one of my favorite Stephen King books. I really love it. Yeah. Anyway.
No, but I did read Salem's Lot as a very young person, and holy shit, was that book scary.
Yeah, it really is.
Which one?
Holy fucking shit.
I had a full breakdown about the interregnum in The Stand when I was like maybe in 8th grade, where it was just there's this section in the book where a bunch of people die of not the disease.
Whoa.
Where it's like the kids whose parents have died of starvation. A guy whose wife died goes out on a run and has a heart attack and dies. It's just like all of the other ways people would die.
Oh, after an apocalypse?
Yeah.
Things that would normally be avoidable that are not because there's no society
because
to hold
society
you up.
has collapsed. Yes. And I was just like, like I didn't even have a fucking driver's license, and I just spun out about I don't even know what I would do in that situation.
Like tooth decay. From
for
example,
Utah.
not having fluoride in your water.
God damn. Anyway, they start fighting. It turns out Tabitha took fencing and debate in college.
You know what?
Huh?
Anyone else that suddenly is a great sword fighter, and it's because they took fencing in college, I would be upset about it. But not Tabitha, because fuck yeah.
Yeah, because
you know
Matthew,
what? Fair enough.
He's wearing this outfit that obviously has a sword, so he comes at her with a sword.
Yeah,
Jesus.
So she grabs the head of the spear.
Oh my god. The fucking... All right, cool. Actually, I love this.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
That's fucking sick. Yes.
I hate this show, but the scene rules.
But this scene rules. Yeah.
This is also where we get a hint that he is, in fact, the devil. Because they start fighting. She's like, who are you? And he's all, oh, my name's are Legion, but blah, 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 blah. And there's a flash of a scary demon face.
Gotcha. Well, that's fun.
Tabitha is like...
I think he actually says, my name is Legion, right?
Yeah. No, he says, my name's are Legion. But blow out the candle and I am the dark.
That's the thing he said.
Yeah.
Is that a thing from the Bible?
Not exactly.
Okay.
I don't think. But also, I don't super know. I have read that whole thing, but there's a lot of whack stuff in there.
I mean, it's...
Oh, my name is Legion is a thing from the Bible.
Yeah,
okay.
because there are many of us inside this man. Kinky.
Hey. But he says R. My name's R Legion. As Tabitha's about to
Percival.
To get him.
I mean, there's been a legion of his names in this
episode alone. Yeah.
Oh, I
he
see.
disappears to avoid being stabbed. So Tabitha does what any rational person would do in this situation, which is to take the Holy Grail and burn the shop down.
Fuck yeah.
What the shitballs? All right.
And biblically accurate Betty says, "You did great. I think this Grail is your talisman, and it's time to go home." And she fills the Grail with a fucking milkshake.
Yeah, bitch. Blaspheme.
Listen.
Fucking. Yes.
This show is terrible, but in the framework of the show, filling the Holy Grail with a milkshake fits.
That fits.
And,
That's phenomenal.
and you know what? I don't hate it.
And is heretical behavior, and I will stand with it.
Yes.
I do not hate it.
Guys, quick aside: if you get a chance to drink the Holy Grail, what are you putting in there?
Oh, that's a really good question.
What are you putting in there?
It's gotta be hot
it's
cocoa.
It's not water.
I love a spicy hot cocoa.
Shit.
Diet Dr. Pepper for me, probably.
Oh man, I think it's gonna be an ice cold birch beer for this guy.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. I love a good birch
beer. I
beer.
love Diet Dr. Pepper.
If y'all out there listening want to email us
You know
what you would put in the Holy Grail, please do.
I take it back. Chocolate pudding.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be a drink. I can put anything in there.
I just opened a Diet Dr. Pepper. Oh, if it doesn't have to be a drink.
Put some soup in there, Jim.
Fuck.
Oh.
Well then.
Maybe miso soup?
Ooh, miso soup is good.
Yeah, you think
like
it has
miso?
to be
Well,
a
it doesn't
drink
have
because
to
it's
be
a
a
grail,
liquid.
but it could be anything. Put whatever. Fill it up with pretzels. I don't
then
care.
Then I'm gonna put a bunch of General Tso's chicken in there.
There you go.
That's gonna be my thing. Or Piscetti meatballs. That would be fucking sick too, out of the Holy Grail.
Yeah, a little
I
biscotti.
I think if it has to be a beverage, it would be Diet Dr.
Yeah, if it's got to be a beverage. Yeah, if it's got to be a beverage, it's probably got to be. Oh, maybe birch beer or. Oh God, Capri Sun sounds pretty sick too.
The whole. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
Capri Suns actually
Just
aren't
space.
good. You just like drinking out of a pouch.
All right. I don't want to
Fact.
heir that actually. Then my Holy Grail is a fucking Capri Sun pouch.
Wait, I will say, you can pay slightly more for Capri Suns that are 100% juice, and those are actually really good.
Okay, great.
All right, then I picked that one.
Okay, yes. That's
Wait, can I pick?
better.
It's slightly more expensive for the 100% juice Capri Suns, but
But
I
they
think
are
it's worth
better.
it.
Can I say something that I don't really know what it means? Can I say ecto cooler? Out of the Holy Grail.
That's a little before your time.
I know
but
it's before
yeah.
your time, but it's also kind
Yeah.
of sought after.
Yeah.
It's come back a couple of times at least.
Oh,
right?
okay, fair.
So green.
So green, super green.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. A Fifth Element reference.
Yeah, I've seen the Fifth Element. Dog.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did a
I
good
mean, we just
job.
don't- That's
Mom did a
that's
good
not
job.
one that we. That's not one that we hit often.
No,
right?
fair.
Like,
It's not one that we reference very often.
Yeah, because you get tired
Yeah,
of
it's
saying
not- it's not a Scott
multi-pass,
Pilgrim or-
negative,
Yeah,
meat
it's like-
popsicle.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have said negative of a meat popsicle on this podcast.
Yeah, it's definitely happened.
That's
yeah.
the better one. Yeah.
What a fantastic movie.
Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, holy milkshake. And
Holy milkshake.
So Tabitha jumps back to the current time, but just a smidge in the past. So
Oh,
Tabitha,
okay.
She has
drinks of
she's
the
jumped back
Grail.
into her original body.
She's back in her original body. This goon walks in with a gun, and Tabitha clocks him with that can of soup. She chucks that
let's
can
go.
of soup.
Yes.
Hurls a can of soup across the diner and brains this guy.
Wait, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yes.
That's fucking sick.
Yes, she knocks him out.
It's soup for her family.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. And Jughead just goes, what am I missing? And she's like, a lot. But first, let's kill this guy with hypothermia. I don't think that's what she says. They're going to put him in the cooler. The freezer? The freezer.
Yeah, they're going to tie him up and lock him in the freezer.
What the fuck? That's killing him.
That guy's dead.
That guy is toast.
Dead.
Well, I mean...
dead.
There was just a thread the other day on Blue Sky about how frequently in media people get head bonked and are okay, and how that's not how it actually is. like most traumatic injuries that render you unconscious do lasting damage.
Yeah.
Like, you're fucked. Like, you can't get hit in the head with a shovel. Like, that's it. You're done. Like,
by the way, dead guy in fridge fits on double nucktats. I checked.
Double nucks.
You'd have one letter left over. You can put a fridge in.
You've misspelled fridge, or you've split fridge on both hands.
Yeah, you split in fridge on both hands.
Yeah, okay.
One year, Matthew and I went to Candle Nights, and
amazing.
The Sawbones they did was talking through the injuries sustained in Home Alone.
No, I was there.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I said.
Yeah.
I said you. I said Matthew and I.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I
man.
thought you were just talking about you. No, I was there.
There is so many traumatic brain injuries.
Listening to a doctor talk about how dead these guys would have been. Oh boy.
I mean, the fucking the fact that the amount of fire that went on that guy's head would melt his skull like the bone. Crazy.
Chronic traumatic encephaly.
Yep. Can't stop, won't stop. Jughead, a man who can hear thoughts, has a real weird attitude about Tabitha being a time traveler who has a guardian angel.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got one-upped?
Yeah,
like
he's
like being one-upped?
That's exactly right. He's
okay,
like, where's my guardian angel?
Yeah, wait, why can't I have a guardian angel? What the fuck?
That's the exact conversation they have. Tabitha's like, whatever, you can't harsh my mellow. I'm being trained for war. Also, Percival is not human, and we need all of our special powers to stop him. So they call all of the powered people. Again, justice for Veronica. Oh my god. So Veronica's not there. Okay? It's Tabitha, Jughead, Cheryl, Archie, and Betty.
See, now, if I was writing this,
you'd have fun
Veronica's power, which has yet to be revealed, would be the critical one to stop him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I tell you something? If I was writing this...
She's not going to have a power.
I simply wouldn't.
That is fair.
That's the kind of time travel power I'd sort of... I'd travel back into somebody writing this show and then have them just put the pen down and walk out.
That is more correct that if I were writing this, it would lead to such mental illness that I would not be able to continue.
I simply would not.
One way or another, I would not be able to continue.
Yeah. So, once again, checkmate, atheists.
But given a situation where I was trying to write a good season of television where
under these
the
trying
characters
circumstances,
have powers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they do that. Veronica needs something. My God.
Yeah, there would be a critical falling out with Veronica between now and the end, before she develops her powers.
Yeah.
And then they would have to solve that issue and have her get powers. My fucking blood sugar machine is like, hey, I'm busted. I know, you piece of shit. Shut up.
I want to put it out there that I think that Veronica will have, like, luck-based powers because she's part of the casino.
Yeah, that is, yeah, I like that.
Just picture me like Babe Ruth pointing, It's gonna happen.
I love it.
That is a good point.
I also love the kind of
maybe Reg will be like Fast and the Furious. Maybe he'll be able to drive cars.
He'll be an automancer? Yeah, that'll be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sorry, Mom, we cut you off.
Oh, no, it's okay. I love the kind of mental gymnastics people have to do around luck powers, and I'm just for it.
Yeah, it's great.
Maybe because it doesn't happen as much as the time travel one. Because that, I'm like, the tropes of time travel.
Yeah. But, like, the whole thing with Domino is great.
Yeah. And there's books I read where one of the magic users a luck magic user, and it's that same kind of like it'll snap back when you bend luck kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh man, I do like that.
Yeah.
Have we talked about my favorite time travel trope?
No.
Is it not happening at all? Is that the...
No, if you're in a time travel story and you encounter someone wearing a mask, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
It's you from the future.
It's you from the future for sure.
Yeah. All right, this is the last scene.
I love that trope so much. When it happened in Tenet, I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's him!"
Also, but there's one exception to the rule, which is Hiro Nakamura in Heroes, where he's just hotter and older.
Fucking Mohinder.
Yep.
God damn it.
Ah, shit.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember Heroes?
Because it was very bad.
Oh, no, it was so
good. The writer's strike did not help it at all.
It did not help it, no.
Yeah, but they also knew that the show they were making was terrible, and they kept saying that they were going to fix it and it was going to get better, and it never did.
No, it got way worse. It got so bad.
They just kept disappointing me time and time again.
Time after time.
Great.
Very upsetting.
So right, it's the Powers Posse at Pops.
With Powers Posse at Pops.
Powers Posse at Pops. I like that.
They're all, why is he bringing the railroad if he not want town? If he no want town, why train?
Why bring railroad if he no want town?
Yeah. And they decide that it's because Pops is force for good in the final battle. Also,
oh my god,
Tabitha says the Grail wasn't her talisman. Pops was her talisman all along. And
because she put a fucking milkshake in it.
Yep, she ruined it.
Oh my god,
it was a piece.
She ruined it.
She ruined it. You're never gonna get it clean now.
It'd be pretty cool if, like, later in the series, there's just the Holy Grail in a box in the corner
all
of Pops.
Sticky.
Oh yeah, all sticky from all the fucking. Oh Jesus.
Or if it's like the only thing that they serve milkshakes to Jughead in after this.
God.
You want Jughead to never die?
That was a tough question.
I was gonna say, I mean, Tabitha is already immortal, so like, I don't know how many times
you can just keep jumping around.
Yeah, so she jumps out of her body that's been shot in a new full working body.
Well, she rewrote
and then jumps back to her timeline
she
before that body was shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's Back to the Future too. She's created a fork.
I mean, yeah,
somewhere this isn't the original timeline anymore. This is a separate and new timeline.
Somewhere out in the multiverse, there is a dead Tabitha floating around, but that we're not concerned with that one.
And also, she's jumped into the body of that timeline's Tabitha.
Yes.
Because that timeline's Tabitha has ceased to exist as soon as she arrives.
Yep. Kind of just shunted herself into a reality.
Okay.
Man.
Tabitha has refined her powers. She jumped forward, and the diner was an empty shell in an ashen wasteland. Archie's town wife.
Archie's big town wife that he loves. He loves his big town wife.
He loves his big town wife. She's gone.
And she's no more.
I love that Archie is this show's wife guy.
Yeah, he's a wife guy, and his wife is Riverdale.
Yeah. And so then they talk about the fact that
have you guys been watching Wheel of Time?
Absolutely not.
There's a wife guy character in that has had like 17 different wives.
Oh shit!
He's very
that
good
kind
at
of wife guy.
Just nothing but wives.
Wives all the way down.
He's got multiple new wives in every episode. He's such a wife guy.
Can't be stopped.
It's amazing.
Oh right. They discuss now that the apocalypse will happen at Pops. The apocalypse, if you will.
Apocalypse.
A-Pops-colypse.
Fuck. You beat me by a second.
A-Pops-colypse.
Yep.
A-Pops-colypse. A-Pops-colypse.
And that's the end.
That's why they need the train, is to train the giant bomb that's going to blow up the town.
Yeah, to bring in the nuclear warhead.
They need a way to get that there. Yeah.
The end. We did it.
Wow.
A-Pops-colypse.
A-Pops-colypse.
See, now, A-Pops-colypse, I'm not going to forget.
That's also a really good episode name.
Well, it hasn't happened yet in the show.
That's true.
Right?
We'll save that for a later date.
You gotta pocket that one for later.
Gotta Pops get that one. So...
I'm just kidding.
So... I've found a new thought technology, and that's writing things in the episode description as the episode happens. So I have notes. You ready? You ready for the recap? I have Angelic Jughead, because biblically accurate Jughead is the title. Tabitha Quantum Leap, Sundown Towns, Doxxing J, Edgar Hoover, leaving a body behind when she dies. The Devil is Indiana Jones. I Am Legion, braining somebody with a can of soup. And then freezing him to death. Why can't Jug have a guardian angel? Powers Posse At Pops. Taz being trained for war. Bleak look into the future. A-Pops-colypse.
That's what I got for the. That's it. That's what happened.
And that's what happened this episode.
I'm happy that Tabitha's master swordsman.
Yes, it's very good. All of this, I can't imagine how this looks. But I am not going to be watching the full fucking load of this season, and then we're going to come back next week. I'll just start to watch it now, very slowly, and if I start to catch up, I'll push back. We'll just do one of those where I'm going to be like 2 episodes behind at all times.
Okay.
That's great.
And then we'll just meet back
probably
up.
a slightly more healthy way to absorb this show than in giant chunks.
Yeah. It'll be fine. We'll see how it works out.
I mean, I want you to still be sane.
I mean, I would also like that as well, but
and
beggars and choosers, Jim. Whatever. We're gonna figure it out. But thank you very much for listening this week, everybody. A lot of the shit that I just said happened. I realized I didn't do that. The thanking you yet thing. Smooth Passenger by White Bones is our intro and outro song. We're on the internet sometimes.
Oh, wait, what was the thing that you predicted?
Veronica will have luck-based powers?
Veronica have luck-based powers,
yeah.
Yes. You just said that like a minute ago, and I already forgot.
That's okay. I remembered it.
Swiss cheese brain.
Let's see. We're on the internet sometimes. If we're on the internet at all, it's going to be on Blue Sky. It's at Riverdale Runs on Blue Sky. We also have an Instagram account that we mostly use for bits once a blue moon, and that's Riverdale_runs. We also have an email. That's arrtipod@gmail.com. It's ARRTIPOD@gmail.com. It's our initials. And that's all the information I have for the last little bit of the show. So, yeah. Have a great week. Find joy where you can. Whether it be putting funky liquids in a fucking Holy Grail or whatever. By the way, I was serious about that. If you have a good liquid to put in the Holy Grail, email us at our email so we can shout you out. We can have a list for next time.
Real quick before we're done, you know how I said that this episode was almost as good as like an episode of a regular television show?
Yeah.
Do you want to know the last time that happened?
What? When?
The Josie and the Pussycats
standalone episode?
Pilot episode?
Yes.
written by the same guy.
No way. Oh, that's fucking sick. Well,
yeah, that guy fucking rules.
That guy.
Great job.
He's doing his best within a framework where it is impossible to do your best.
Yeah, wow.
The guy's a hero.
Holy shit. I guess figure out how to quantum leap in 2 to 3 deaths.
Yeah.
And don't fuck by a cartoon bomb with an alarm clock on the top. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Huh?